Elevate, elevate, elevate with Verne.
Heighten, rise, voice, promote, upgrade.
Elevate,
Lift, transcend, uplift, jump,
elevate,
raise, glorify, pedestal, honor.
elevate.
We gon' elevate and motivate, inspire to be great. Yesterday is yesterday, today is a new day. So if each one can teach one, we can all make a way. Elevate, elevate, elevate and learn. Elevate, elevate, elevate with Verne.
With Verne, the diva of dialogue. Y'all already know I'm your YouTube cheerleader. I'm going to welcome in everybody in a moment. But first, we are streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and on Clubhouse. So if you're on Clubhouse and you want to come and see me live, you want to see my face, okay, then come on over to YouTube or on Facebook. All right. YouTube, y'all know how we do, baby. Let me welcome everybody in. We're going to start at the top. Here we go. Woo! We're going to start with Slim Jim in the building. Say, hey, Booski Compound. Don't play with us, all right? We are the Booski Compound. He said he liked and shared it out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Slim. You know, I appreciate you. We got my sissy, Lovable Creations, 1, 2, 3 in the building. Woo! Welcome in, Lovable. How are you? How are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got Worship with April. Hey, sissy! Welcome in. Hey, Jaden. Welcome in, Jaden. Thank you for being here on Clubhouse and on YouTube. I appreciate you. We got my girl, Mocha. Hey, beautiful. Good evening, beautiful people. Happy, wonderful Wednesday. Woo! Let's go. Y'all drop some emojis and dancing ladies in the chat. We got Monique in the building. What up, Monique? Hey, Booskies. My Booskies. Hey, hey. My Booskies. Hey, hey. Yo, my Booskies. Let's go. Y'all know how we do here. We have fun. Hey, relationship coach. Woo! How are you? So, y'all, listen. We can ready to turn it up. We are leveling up, baby. Don't play with us, okay? We are going to be interviewing Mrs. Adinah Johnson. Listen at this, y'all. So listen, get your questions ready. Y'all know how we do. We do the questions with the green heart. But wait, let me just tell y'all a little bit about her. Then we're going to get up all of her business and we're going to talk now. Okay, y'all? First, she is a retired psychology professor. Okay? Listen, it's going to get in your head. Don't play. Don't play. She is a published author, baby. We got some giveaways, so y'all better stay tuned, okay? And pay attention to what she's saying. That's a hint, okay? She's also a marriage coach, a YouTuber, a podcaster, a wife, and a mom. She was a youth counselor for 14 years. She has an amazing book called her book is called Butterfly Blue, The Pain of Infertility and the Power of Forgiveness. It is on Amazon, but before you go and buy it, baby, stay here, okay? Because you might be able to get one here in the giveaway. Hold on. Her podcast is called Black Butterfly, Black Pearls. It's on Spotify, baby. Don't play. Listen, all the links to all of her information are in the description of YouTube and Facebook. So all you have to do is go in there. So guys, y'all know how we do. And she also has a giveaway. Okay, she also has a giveaway. Yes, Mocha, drop them emojis, baby. Drop them emojis. So let me just let y'all know. Drop some emojis in the chat so we can welcome her in the Booski compound way. We do it with love and light. So drop them emojis and welcome her in, y'all. Let's go. Y'all know after I see about 4 or 5, then I'm going to bring up my guests. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Woo! Let's go. All right, y'all. Y'all dropping them emojis. I see y'all. Thank y'all so much for dropping that there in the chat. We are going to bring her up in like 10 seconds, y'all. 10 seconds. Come on. Keep dropping them, y'all. Yes, let's show her the love. There we go. Look at the screen, sis. Look at all that love they giving you. We don't play over here in the Booski compound. We light it up. Yes, y'all. Show her how much we love it. We love her. This is what we do over here, okay? We are a community, and we love to love on one another. Yes. Okay, guys. We are going to bring Mrs. Adinah Johnson to the forefront, y'all. Come on, here we go. Yes, with the butterflies. Y'all drop some butterflies in there for her, y'all. Here we go. Welcome in Mrs. Adinah Johnson. Hey, sissy! Woo! Yes, y'all. Listen, I'm so thankful that she said yes and she agreed to be here on my platform on YouTube, because y'all know how we do. We are a community, we are friends, and we help and encourage one another. So if you don't know her, you're going to get to know her tonight. So I'm going to give her a minute and a half to tell us a little bit about what she wants to know about her. And then we're going to ask her these questions. Okay? So I'm going to drop down. I'm going to bring you up this and you let us know whatever you want us to know about you. Go.
Okay, how are y'all? Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me to the party. You pretty much gave all my titles. I am a marriage coach. I've been married to my wonderful husband for 24 years. We've been together 27. We have 3 beautiful children. We have a 27-year-old son. We have a 10-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son. And so you pretty much know all my titles: author, podcaster, my podcast, Black Butterfly, Black Pearls. I told my close friend of 46 years that I was doing a podcast right after I retired from being a psychology professor for 20 years. And she said she wanted to come along. So we've been friends for over 45 years. So we pretty much talk about pop culture. And I also bring in a lot of research. I bring in the psychology aspect of it. So that's pretty much who we are and what we do.
Awesome. Thank you. So before we get there, first of all, tell us exactly what is a psychology professor? Because we might get it confused with psychiatrist. So tell us either what it is or what the difference is.
No, I was in the classroom for 20 years. I was a youth counselor for 14 years. And usually when you're in youth counsel or when you're a counselor and you listen to individuals' issues all day, even though you have a clinical team, it gets heavy on you. So usually individuals suffer burnout around 10 years. And about the 10 to 14 year mark, I really got to the place where I couldn't really do it anymore because I wasn't being effective. So after that is when I went in and started being a psychology professor. I was in the classroom for 20 years. After I earned my master's degree in human resources and management, it was just a good fit to go into the classroom and teach.
Okay. And that's what I'm in. I'm in human resources. So what made you want to retire so young?
My husband is into a financial independence group, and he's working on retiring. Can't really say when, but he was working on retiring. He literally has been asking me to retire since I started working. And my response to him was, I did not go to school for all this time to not work. So he was like, okay, but we made it where I could work and still be home with my kids because I worked at night. I taught my classes at night. And he would be able to keep our kids during the night. So we kind of worked it out where I could continue to work. So because he started talking about retirement, I was like, wait a minute, I just turned 50. I need to retire too. You're not going to beat me in retirement. I'm very competitive. You're not going to beat me in anything. So there you go.
Okay. What did you like best about being a psychology professor? Like, what was the best part of the job? Like, you're like, kind of missed a little bit.
My students. I enjoyed talking to the students. I enjoyed us sitting there and that's kind of what we do in my podcast, but I enjoyed picking it apart, looking at case studies, understanding how the mind works, understanding what was going on with individuals, why they did what they did. I enjoyed the research part of it, which is why I brought that into my podcast as well. I think it's important that we appreciate the pioneers that came before us and honor their works. And so that was a major part too for me, is to be able to get into the books, get into the research of it, and see how things have changed. Because I got my degree, my bachelor's degree back in 95, got my high school diploma in 90, bachelor's in 95, and master's in 99. So to see way things have changed from that place to now in the 2000s and the 2020s, it was just a major difference.
Okay. So what studies in the human behavior have you found the most intriguing?
I really like when toward the end of my career, I went into industrial psychology, organizational behavior. So it was industrial psychology when I got into it back in the 90s, but now it's organizational behavior. See how the mind works, see how we can get together and understand other people, understand the workplace, understand how we can make more money in the workplace, see how we can motivate individuals. When I first, after I was a psychology professor, I went to work at a bank after I was a youth counselor, I went to work at a bank for a few years just to get my bearings about me and to figure out what was next. And one of the things I asked my manager to do, I said, let me go around and pass out treats to everyone. And see what that does is it tells you the company cares about you. They want you to take a minute, take a breather, take a break. And it's motivation to the employee. Even if those treats are on sale and they don't cost a lot, but for me to walk around as an employer or an employee of the company, but someone, a manager, for me to walk around and pass out treats, trinkets, ice cream, honey drippers. We would pass out honey drippers. I'm from the hood. We would give out cookies, cakes, sodas, different things like that. Even when we owned our car lot, I always had sodas and snacks in my office. So that way, when someone came to pay their car note, hey, have a seat, have a snack, let's talk. It's not that I just want to take your money, but I want to motivate you and encourage you to let you know I care.
That's awesome. So before we get into the book, let's talk about marriage counseling. What made you say, I want to be a marriage counselor? I mean, you know, we have a lot of people that are married and have been there longevity, but then we have a lot of people that get divorced after a year, 5 years. 30 years. So what made you say, you know what, let me go into this field?
When my husband and I got married, we looked around and we saw that 50% of people marriages were ending in divorce. And my question was, well, they love each other just like we do. So what's going to stop us from getting into the same rut that other people were getting in as far as getting a divorce? And so when we first got married, we went to a class called Monday Night Solution, where every Monday we would go learn the origins of marriage, understand what marriage was, how it was designed, and also understand like our background, our history, and some of the things that we bring into marriage. And because of my psychology background, the clinical director, I think he got tired of me because I was devouring everything he gave me. I read all the books. I was like, what else you got? You got anything else? And so he finally just said, you know what? It's going to be, I want you guys to work with us. Why don't you get certified so you can go ahead and be a part of our team? And so we were a part of that team, that particular team, for 16 years.
Wow.
So that's how we got involved. And you know, what's funny thing is, when we first got married and we told everybody we were doing marriage coaching, everybody was like, why? You have a good marriage. You just got married. You don't know anything and blah, blah, blah. Well, the Bible says my people perish for lack of knowledge. And so, when you get a divorce, it's a death. You have to go through the death process as if someone died.
Mm-hmm.
So God is not, the Bible is not maybe talking about literal knowledge or, you know, dying, literal death for lack of knowledge, but that is a death.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
especially if you've been together a long time.
The two shall be one. And if you're no longer one, there's a brokenness.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. So guys in the audience, check out the links in the description of this live so you can follow her on her YouTube channel, her podcast, Facebook, whatever links that are there, follow her on there. So the next question is, what is a strange story or something you was just like, till this day, you're like, I can't believe that happened, about someone in marriage, rather together, divorced, or anything? Something maybe funny, something just odd, like you're like, what? Because I know you got to hear some crazy stories. If you can say it, without saying a name, say the scenario.
Oh, I would never say the name, but we were in a coaching session one time, and I'm sorry, it's funny. This guy, I'm gonna tell the story. The guy said he got the security guard for our organization to scare his wife, his fiance, his soon-to-be fiance, and the guy jumped out the bushes on her, and he took off running. The fiance did, the soon-to-be husband, and left her. And I was like, I'm laughing now, but at the time I was like, if you don't run out that door and tell that man you're not gonna marry, he thought it was the funniest thing, and me and my husband was looking at him like, are you crazy? And she was like, still like flustered and terrified. I was like, yeah, we might not
imagine.
So I can laugh now. It's funny now, but I was like, why did you think that was cute?
Hey, over 50 and fabulous. Welcome in, sis. Thank you for being here. I know why. So the next question is, do you think all couples should have counseling prior to marriage? And why?
I think all couples should have counseling prior to engagement.
Mm-hmm.
It should be pre-engagement counseling. Because usually once you've said you will marry this person, it's hard for individuals to back up and say they're not going to get married. They usually go for it and get married. You've heard people say many times, I knew that day I got married, I wasn't supposed to get married. Well, if we get pre-engagement counseling, we can stop all that. We can cut out some of that before we got the announcements out. Because there are some things that you're not even, it's like you don't know what you don't know. You're not even equipped to ask the questions that you want, that need to be asked.
Do you believe in that saying, never go to bed angry? Because there are nights I'm going to go to bed angry.
I don't necessarily believe in that, because sometimes if we sleep on it, depends on who the person is. If we sleep, my husband's type of person, he can't go to sleep angry. Me, I can sleep like a baby. So So maybe I will have a different perspective when I wake up tomorrow on it. So yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay to move around and not deal with something, table some issues. I think it's okay to do that.
Okay. Okay. So y'all, before we get into her book, because I'm really, really interested in it, I want you to ask any questions that you have so far about anything that she's in. And we are going to get ready to do a $10 Cash App giveaway. So you have to have Cash App. Okay. We are getting ready to do that. So y'all get ready, because I'm going to ask y'all a question about something she said. So you got to have been here or heard it. Okay. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let me see some emojis in the chat. If not, I will go on and we'll just talk about the book, and then we'll come back to it. So until I see somebody with a question, I'll swing back. I'll swing back now. Okay, so you are an author.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want to write a book? Let's go there first. Yes, and you can say the name of it. Go ahead. You can.
My book is Butterfly Blue, The Pain of Infertility and the Power of Forgiveness. I told y'all my sweet, wonderful husband, I was a youth counselor for 14 years. And when we got together, I said I didn't want to have children because of some of the stuff I had seen as a young youth counselor. Mm-hmm. And he was fine with that. We were in agreement. We were rocking along. And then after he finished his master's degree, he came to me one afternoon and he said, you know what, Adinah, I think I want to have children. And I had told this wonderful, beautiful man to let me. Yeah, what? Where's my husband? Who is this man? Who is this masked man? I had told him to let me know before my 35th birthday. And at that time, I was 4 months away from my 36th birthday. So it was a process to get pregnant. And so we started trying, and it didn't work after about a year. And then I started getting, because I was already advanced maternal age. That's 35.
I was going to say, was it because of age and hereditary and, the color of our skin? Like, was it everything inclusive?
Well, it was that I have a sickle cell trait too. I knew I had a sickle cell trait. When we started dating, I asked him, did he have a sickle cell trait? He said no. He got tested. He said no. And so I knew that it does something to your body. And I kept asking the doctors, is it because of my sickle cell trait? There was also an issue because we're in Florida and there is a lot of pollen. When we think about mucus, we don't think of, we think of our nose, but you can also have hostile mucus in, with your fallopian tube, in your body. And I try not to say it, but, other areas of your body that can create that can stop the sperm from getting to the egg. So it's hostile mucus. So that was one of the things when I realized when I took my allergy medicine, I would get pregnant with no problems. But then because of the sickle cell trait, I couldn't maintain the pregnancy. So I ended up having 4 miscarriages.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Wow. Now, were you far along in the birth process, or it was like early?
They all happened in the first trimester. Yeah. Okay. So it was the craziest thing. So when I had my daughter, this is a funny story too. When I had my daughter, I was like 5 months pregnant before I told anybody. I was out to here. And you had people calling my husband like, is Adinah pregnant? What is going on? Did she eat a watermelon? What is happening? Because I just wouldn't say anything. And I guess I expected somebody to say something to me, but because I had 4 miscarriages, they just weren't interested in saying anything. Because, you have to go and tell individuals you're pregnant, and then you got to go back and say, well, I'm not. And so that was very heavy. So, yeah, I ended up not saying anything until I was like 5 months pregnant with my daughter.
And was he ecstatic, your husband, when you got pregnant?
Yeah, yes and no, because you have to understand. We were happy the first time we got pregnant. Went to the doctor, no heartbeat. So then we got pregnant again. We're excited. I had another miscarriage. That was miscarriage number 2. Then we got pregnant with my son, who is 13. And so, of course, we're happy. We're up and down every time. We did carry him to full term. Then I got pregnant again. So every time we're happy when we got pregnant, And then I lost that third baby. And at the third baby, he said, I want to go ahead and get a vasectomy. I don't want to do this anymore. And so I asked him, I said, well, I need you to do it one more time for me. So he said, okay. Got pregnant for the fourth time. And then lost that baby. And I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. And then he said, well, last time you asked me to do it one more time for you, I need you to do it one more time for me. So that's when we got pregnant for the, sixth time? And that was when I had my daughter. But he was on pins and needles. So yes, he was happy and elated. We both were when we got pregnant. But he was on pins and needles. He was GPSing my phone. Anytime I went to the bathroom, he would stand outside the door because he was afraid I would lose the baby. So it was kind of nerve-wracking.
It had to be. I could only imagine. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I get it. Okay, the next question is, so that is how the name of the book came?
That is how that part of the book came. Yes, that's why I wrote the book. As I kept telling my story, it's like crazy. Every time I would meet people, I would tell my story. And I was writing, but it was so painful to write and get everything out. It was cathartic, but it was also painful because I had to relive it and go back through that. And so I kept telling people, I'm writing a book. And my editor was literally telling me, write 30 minutes a day. And that last time I told someone I was writing a book, I got physically sick. And I was like, I'm never going to say that again. I went home and started writing all night. I would put everybody to bed and write 6 to 8 hours a night.
Wow. Okay. All right. So let us know where we can find the book if they wanted to purchase it.
It's on Amazon. You have to look up my name, Adinah, Adinah Johnson, and it'll pop up because if you go under butterflies, you'll get all kind of butterflies. Thank you. Over 50.
And the link, guys, the link of it is in this live because I did it today. So, guys, we are going to do a giveaway. The first one, okay? Hey, Deb. Thank you, Sissy. That's my supportive sister. What's up? How are you? We're going to do our first one now. Let me see. Let me think of something. So we can do a number, and I'll let you pick the number. Now, are you on your computer or your phone?
I'm on my computer.
Okay. Do you know? Yeah, you know how to go in the back office because you just sent me a message. Send me a message of a number, and then I'm going to have them think of a number between 1 and 100.
I sent it already.
So, okay. So the first one that guesses the number between 1 and 100 will get a $10 Cash App, and you have to have Cash App because that's the only thing I'm doing tonight is Cash App. I don't got time to be running to all these different systems. So because y'all didn't hear when she first came on, but we're gonna I'm gonna ask her a few more questions, and then we're gonna do a giveaway of the book and another giveaway of a Cash App. So let me look at her number. Okay, I see your number. Let me come back to the comments. Okay, so Deb said 50. Nope. Monique said 14. Nope. Keep going, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a minute. 1 minute. 7:28. I'm gonna give y'all to 7:30.
I got a question. Do you want to make that number smaller that you asked? Because 1 to 100.
Nope. My people know I don't play. I make it hard for them. I don't make it easy.
Mother Earth, I like that number.
No, over 50. No. Boom! Monique got it! Woo!
Good job,
Monique, send me your Cash App over to my Instagram. You know it's Elevate with Verne. DM me now so I can see it and I can send it over to you. Yes, congratulations. Y'all can stop with the numbers. We're going to have more giveaways. Y'all got to pay attention and listen. So tell me, okay, now we're going to get up in your business. Okay. How did you grow up? Like, did you have a mom, a dad, siblings? How did you grow up? And then what state you grew up in?
Grew up in Florida. I live in Florida now still. And and that's part of my book. I grew up with my mom and my two brothers, and I was my dad's only child. And that's part of the story. That was the pain of forgiveness, the power of forgiveness, because I really had to go through the process to forgive my dad for abandoning my mom with us.
Did you like growing up in Florida with them alligators?
Hot. I love the heat. Yes.
I said the alligators.
I'm an outdoors person. We do camping, fishing, crabbing. Oh my God, we do all of that.
Okay, have you seen that big alligator that they always show and he crossing the street? No, don't even play with me like that.
No, I'm sorry. I have not seen an alligator crossing the street. I thought you were going to ask me about Gomek, the alligator that was in St. Augustine. That thing is huge. When I saw him, I realized that dinosaurs were probably real.
Oh, was it loose on the street?
No. They had a room. He was in captivity. If you look him up on YouTube, you'll see him. He was huge, like tons.
Wait, what's his name? Spell his name. I'm gonna look him up right now.
Gomek, Gomek.
Gomek. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, Gomek. Oh, excuse me. No. No. No, y'all. Look at that thing. No, thank you.
What was he? 19 feet and
I don't know. I can't even read it. I can't even look at it. It's creeping me out.
I saw him when he was alive. It was a sight.
Yee. What college did you go to?
Bethune-Cookman in Daytona.
Woo!
BCU. And for my master's, I went to Webster University.
Okay. Now, I'm in New York. Have you ever been to New York?
I have.
Where? New York City? Or I'm in upstate right now, but I'm from downstate.
I went to New York City. I saw, I've been to Central Park. I did go to, I had a niece that was at West Point. I've been to West Point.
Okay.
So, what is it? The 30 Rock. I've been there. I've been in New York quite a bit. My family travels a lot. We were just in, we went to Honduras last year, Mexico. We do a lot of traveling.
Okay. I just went to Miami by way of Bahamas and Half Moon Cay, and we went to the Woodwind. It's like an art museum. I love art, and it was beautiful. Miami is beautiful. Miami is stinking rich, though. It was filthy rich. I'd seen it in the air. Like, I was like, okay, this isn't a New York rich. This is a different, I don't want to say what kind of rich, but drug rich. It wasn't a regular working hard and get that money rich. I was like, oh my God. And I love palm trees, so I was trying to attack all the palm trees when I was down there. They was like, ma'am, the trees are prickly. Be careful. Yeah. I'm like, honey, that's a palm tree.
That's how I was when I went to California to see the redwoods. I was hugging trees. I was like, oh, it's a beautiful tree.
I know. It's beautiful when you don't see it, because where I'm at is all concrete jungle, New York. Somebody said, yes, HBCU. Deb said, was it in St. Louis? Was what in St. Louis? That alligator? Jewish rich. Oh, Monique. Okay. Now, tell me a funny story about you and your husband, either how you met or when you met, you didn't like him, he didn't like you. What happened when y'all met? Something had to be funny.
When we met in a nightclub that was here, a nightclub. And I talked to him for 2 weeks on the phone. And it was so crazy because I had always dated older guys. And when he told me his age, I was like, you're a baby. I'm not going to date you. I don't want to date you. You're a baby. And he was like, well, I don't need you to be my mama. I got a mama. And I was like,
hello.
Okay.
Well, how many years younger?
3. I was 24. He was 21.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
She said was Webster in St. Louis.
Oh, the satellite campus that I went to is in Jacksonville.
Okay.
I started, it's out of St. Louis though. It's just like some of these other satellite campuses. We have a campus here in Jacksonville for Webster University, but it's out of St. Louis. Thank you.
Okay, so Lovable has a question that have you ever seen alligator climb up on something like a rock, gates, trees? Oh, child.
Yeah, I saw an alligator.
Goodness.
I saw an alligator. I think he was. I don't know if he climbed on the gate. He was trying to get. Okay. That wasn't far from my house. The police was out there, and he was on a golf course, and I don't know if he was trying to get back to the lake because it's a lake over there. Yes, and we saw alligators in that lake.
Oh, she's saying
we do see alligators.
Not on the street though, right?
Not on the street. This one was really close to the street though, because he couldn't get back to his lake. Poor thing. They had to kill him. Yeah.
So, and you might want to interview me on your show, but I was adopted at birth, and my birth family that I know of is from Tampa, Hillsborough County.
Really? My oldest son is adopted.
My
27-year-old. Okay, so let me finish my funny story.
Go ahead.
So we met and we started talking on the phone, and I had a way of asking a lot of questions and like kind of seeing where a person's head is at, because I'm not even going to waste my time with you if your answers aren't right. So I kind of like told he was, we were talking. I said, oh, I have a boyfriend. He said, okay. So he ghosted me. He didn't talk to me anymore, even though we had been talking for a couple of weeks. So I called him. Back then we had pager numbers. I paged his number and he goes,
not a pager.
Girl, yes, we was in the 90s, honey. He goes, hey. He goes, who is this? Who's calling me? And I was like, oh, you hadn't forgot my number that fast? No, you ain't. So we started talking. And then when we started talking, 3 weeks after we started talking and kind of made our relationship official, we ended up driving a young lady to the hospital to give birth to our oldest son.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's
hello. And welcome in, everybody. Let me reset the room. Welcome in. I see y'all coming in. I see Deb. I see Mother Earth Consultant. Thank you. Over 50 and fabulous. Monique. Thank y'all all for stopping in. I want to reintroduce my guests, and we're going to have some more fun. We're going to do another giveaway. So I hope y'all were listening. We got my girl, Coach Sherry. Hey, sissy. We got Big Rooster in the building. What up, what up, what up? Thank you all for being here. Woo! Hey, y'all, let me introduce to y'all my guest again. And then if you guys have questions, you can drop a green heart and ask your question. I am interviewing Mrs. Adinah Johnson, a retired psychology professor, a published author, marriage coach, YouTuber, podcaster, wife, and a mom. She was a youth counselor for 14 years. Her book is called Butterfly Blue, The Pain of Infertility and the Power of Forgiveness. Hold it up because we're going to give away that book, y'all. You can find it on Amazon. All of her links are in the description of this live. Her podcast is called Black Butterfly, Black Pearls, and it is on Spotify. So before I go and ask her, how did she come up with that name? Okay, here's the question, y'all. We got some drum rolls. So if you came in late, you might not know this answer. So the first time we did a giveaway, it was a $10 cash app. It was a number, and I got your info, Monique. I seen it just come through. I'll be sending that to you when we get off the live. This is for the book. Our guest said she went to a college in Daytona. What was the name? What was the name of the college she went to in Daytona? Go, y'all. Drop those answers. Whoever was here, y'all heard if you was paying attention. What was the name of the college she said she went to in Daytona?
Mother Earth got it.
Who is that? Mother Earth, you better go ahead, girl. BCU. Bethune, help me out. Cookman University?
It was college when I was there, but yeah, it's BCU
Listen,
now.
yes. So, Mother Earth, I need you to either DM me on Instagram your information, and I will be able to forward that book to you. Hold your book up again and just tell us a little bit about anything you want us to know about it. Something fun, something, Just tell us anything. I'm gonna write her info down.
Okay. With my book, it talks about how we ended up being a mom or parents of our son who's 27. He's adopted. So it chronicles all that. It chronicles the relationship with my dad and how I had to go through the process to forgive him. And it just once I wrote it, I was like, dang, I think I like that girl.
Okay. So you say your kids are 27 and 14?
27, 13, and 10.
Okay. Any more?
What you mean? What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis? He's like, oh no, shop closed, baby. Shop closed. Okay.
No.
So congratulations. Go ahead.
Oh, my husband got a vasectomy 6 weeks after.
Oh, okay. Okay. Congratulations, Mother Earth Consultant. Make sure you DM me on Instagram, Elevate with Verne, and I will send your book out to you. I ordered it today. I don't know if I could forward it to you because it's already ordered, but either way, send me your info, and as soon as I get it, I will forward it out to you. Please do not forget. I'm going to give you till the end of the week. Okay, I'll give you till, what's today? Wednesday. I'll give you till Saturday to get back to me with your information. Let me read this. Monique Brown said, after having COVID, why is it when it comes to fulfilling my job duties, I can't focus? Brain fog, maybe, because COVID probably takes something out of us. It's a virus, you know? It's a virus. Cook Bethune. Yes, Monique. Thank you. I'm sorry, but she was the first one that I saw that said it. She said COVID-19 has caused a lot of people to have focus challenges. Yes, yes, yes. My son was a psychology major. Come on, Coach Sherry. Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes. So tell us about your podcast.
Oh my gosh, my podcast. Oh, you see my smile. I'm so happy about my podcast. My podcast, after I retired, I talked to my good friend of over 45 years. And I wanted to continue because we were doing the marriage coaching on YouTube. And my husband, he started working on some personal goals, so he couldn't really focus on it as much as I would like. So I told my friend, I said, hey, I'm going to start a podcast. She was like, I want to do it with you. And so that's been a really good thing. What we do is we talk in Black Butterfly, Black Pearls. That's the name we came up with. And we talk to women. We try to encourage women. Now that we're older women, we're seasoned women, we're in our 50s, we think it's important to talk to the younger women and encourage them. So some of the things we talk about, we bring in a lot of research. Some of the things we talk about is red flags in dating. We talk about self-care. We talk about different things to encourage women. We talk to women about taking care of themselves first and let them know that self-care is not selfish. You have to take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
And let me just say this, that might be whatever that is for you. Some people like shopping. Some people like massages. Some people like getting their nails done. You know, you have to figure out what works for you. I like to sleep. That's my self-care. I have self-care Mondays where I sleep pretty much all day.
That's what I tell people when I do my groups and my workshops and stuff about, we always talk about self-care because we do tend to forget. We forget to breathe. We forget to stop and think. We be so on the go, and then we're exhausted. I'm one of them. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm that person. Okay, I'm talking to me. All right. So, Coach Sherry said, would you say more mental health challenges came after COVID-19?
No, because I feel like more mental health challenges were there. We just recognize them now because of COVID-19. I mean, because if you ask the police officers, the doctors, they've always seen mental health issues. It's just that we hadn't seen them before.
And I, in my opinion, have seen a lot of drug use in younger people, meaning like from 15 to 30. I mean, a lot. And I think a lot of that has to do with, there's a young girl that I know, and I'm still surprised. Like, I know her personally, and she unfortunately did some drugs and it was laced with something. And now she's like, she's mental. It's like, that's not the same person that I knew, like totally totally like on the other spectrum. Lovable says, does she have any more books? I am going to do another book giveaway, Lovable, so stay tuned and pay attention to what she's saying. Coach Sherry said, I keep a candy dish on my desk. Yes, yes. And Lovable, also the information is in the description of this live, but like I said, I'm going to be doing another one. And our guest is going to be giving away, hold on, this. I hope you guys can see it. It is a Mother's Day. It says best mom ever. I see a cup, a candle,
a bath bomb,
like a body spray? Go ahead.
A bath bomb. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Tell us what's in it.
Oh, it's a cup, a candle, a bath bomb. It has a cup with a gold spoon, and it has a lid to the cup. It's like a mug.
I love that. I hope
and
y'all
it
guys
says
can see it.
Best mom ever. Yeah.
That is so cute, y'all. So I'm gonna let her choose what she wants to do. You want to choose a number, a color? You tell me. What do you want to choose? And make it hard. Don't make it easy for these people. Look, y'all, there's that 8. Y'all know how I am about the number 8, okay? Self-care is so important. Sometimes my self-care is a nice bubble bath. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The origins of marriage sounds interesting. We're going to get back on that, Coach Sherry. Yes, we're going to get back onto that. Beautiful. There are many layers to marriage. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So,
okay,
do you want another number?
Yes, I'm gonna pick a color. I want them to guess my favorite color, and hint, it's not blue.
Okay, y'all. Go. What is her favorite color? I don't know if she said it or not, but oh well. This is for the basket, y'all. Guess her favorite color. She said it's not blue. Go. Guess it, y'all. Come on. It's 8 of y'all in here. Okay, we got red.
Nope.
Don't give the answer.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in chat for you.
Okay. Red. We got purple. Keep on guessing, y'all. Keep on guessing. I'll let you know who the winner is. Keep on going. We got Deb said red. We got Monique said purple. Keep guessing, y'all. That's only 2 people. Come on, y'all. Pink said mocha. Keep guessing. Burgundy said Monique. Keep guessing.
Are you looking at my hair, Monique?
Deb said yellow. Mocha said green. Deb said green. Deb said pink. Monique said orange. Mocha said black. Deb said silver.
Deb got all the colors. Not Deb said silver.
I'm going to highlight the answer on the screen, and that is going to tell you who the winner is. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Mocha! Woo! Let's go! So do you want her to message me and I'll send it to you, or
however you want to do it? I'm going to send it straight from Amazon. So either way.
Okay, yeah, Mocha, send me your info and I will send it over to her. This way you don't have to go from here to there to there. And I'm going to put you down here that you won the basket.
Let me give you a tip too. If you go on my YouTube channel, you can see my pink lady den, and it has pink with glitter walls. So that's how you can tell my colors are pink.
Okay. So how did you come up with the name of the podcast?
Chat GPT.
Oh, okay. So tell us a little bit about the YouTube. Like, are you active on it? Do you do it like once a month, once a week? Tell us a little bit about that. And do you do it with your husband?
Yeah, the YouTube is with my husband. And because he has some goals, some personal goals that he's working on, i.e. retiring me first, then he just didn't have time to continue to spend as much time as we wanted to with it. But all of our videos are still out there. We have quite a few videos out there. In fact, he just dropped another one last week. So we have quite a few videos out there, and it's mostly our coaching, our marriage coaching. How we feel as far as marriage coaching, I think it's so important that individuals can work out their own marriage, their own relationship. And when you talk about a coach, the coach doesn't jump in the game and dribble the ball. The coach give you the tools that you need. And that's what we enjoy to do, is give tools so individuals can work out their own relationships.
Okay, y'all, we're going to do another giveaway, Cash App. Listen, pay attention. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Put ready in the chat with some emojis. I'm going to get ready to give y'all a question. Okay? If you were paying attention. You ready? Thank you, Coach Sherry. Yes. Thank you, Sissy. Thank you. Okay, y'all. We got 10 people in here. Here we go. What color is the name of our guest book? What color is the name of our guest book? Mother Earth, you better have been listening, girl. You better be paying attention. Woo! Yes. Let me read it for y'all. It is called Butterfly Blue, The Pain of Infertility and the Power of Forgiveness. Yes, 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 yes. Let me write that here. Okay. Mother Earth, you're supposed to send me your address for the book, and you need to send me your Cash App name so I can Cash App you your $10 gift card.
Mother Earth getting all the Mother Earth getting all the prizes. That's I know.
We got Mocha, we got Monique, we got Mother Earth twice. We got one more giveaway. It's the book, but before we get there, yes, listen, y'all not playing. If y'all have some questions that y'all would like to ask our guests, please drop a green heart. I want to give y'all 5 minutes at least to ask some questions.
I just got it. I think someone just said, what do the colors mean?
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Okay. Black butterfly, black pearl. I'm thinking of black girls, black women. His butterfly is transformation. Mm-hmm. This is one thing I didn't talk about in my book, but with my color butterfly blue, it's a transformation of blue. My maiden name was Blue. So it's kind of a play on words, transformation of blue. I didn't want my face on it. My face is on the back as far as the author's notes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I didn't want, some people have a memoir and they have their face on it, and I didn't want that. And so it worked out where it was butterfly blue, just transformation of blue, because that was my last name.
Okay. Now, did your husband help writing the book, or he didn't have anything to do with that part?
He didn't even read the book for a while. He was like, it's your story to tell. He read it like what he did not want me to change anything because, of his opinion. So for the longest time, he didn't read it. He did read it once it was in print, but he just didn't want to. He didn't want to influence me on some of the stuff. And it was good because my editor was busy influencing me and telling me, no, you don't want to talk about that. No, you don't want to do that. And why do you want to say that? Ooh. So I had enough with my editor because I was ready to burn the whole house down.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Okay, y'all. So our guest is Mrs. Adinah Johnson. She is a psychology professor, a published author, and a marriage counselor. Come on, y'all. Ask your questions. Drop them green hearts. I know y'all got some questions about marriage or about to be married, or some of y'all fiancés. Listen, y'all better get this free information while y'all got it. Okay. Y'all better get it. What was the funniest fight you and your husband had?
Oh, that's in the book.
Oh, it is? Okay, well, y'all got to read the book. So I'll just let y'all know. One day, me and my husband was arguing over food. Don't ask me, hot sauce or something. And I just said, I'm going to hit you with a sock puppet. So I took the loaf of bread, and I hit him with it over the head. Girl, bread went flying everywhere. I don't know how it bust. I didn't think it was going to bust. So I just hit him, and it went everywhere. So that was one of my funny stories.
Yeah.
Listen, marriage is a job in itself, and it takes work. And there are days where I can't stand him when he get on my last nerve. You know, that last nerve that be doing that. But then there are days where I just love him so much, you know. But that's marriage, you know, ups and down. Nobody, I don't care who you are, not the prince, not the princess, not nobody has the perfect marriage. And don't let people fool you. I'm like, oh yeah, our relationship perfect. We never argue. That's a lie. If you don't argue, then you can't tell me anything about being married. Go have an argument that where both of y'all just want to run out the house and then come back and tell me, because that is love. When you just want to strangle that person, right? But you still got to come back, you know. So all these people that saying they have the perfect marriage and nothing never happens, untrue. You can have a good marriage. Now I believe that, but not perfect.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
When we coach individuals in marriage, if they come and say they've never had no, I don't have any of the books out. I'm looking at writing one with my husband now. That's an answer for lovable. If individuals tell us they've never had a disagreement or argument, we usually tell them they're not ready, because if you think about it, you have a disagreement with yourself.
Come on.
I have a disagreement with myself all the time. And I had, you know, in the classroom, they would say, what do you mean you have a disagreement with yourself? I want those shoes. I don't need those shoes. I want the shoes and the bag. I don't need those shoes. I want the cake. I don't need the cake. You know, that's a disagreement with yourself. Disagreements are inevitable. Conflict is inevitable. You will have conflict. So it's important to have a plan in place for when you have that conflict. Case in point, when we got married, we discussed it and we agreed that we were not going to loan money to anyone. So when someone come to us for money, our answer before we even got involved, after we got married, our answer was, if we don't have it to give, we're not going to loan money, because we saw where it damages relationships. Yeah. So if you don't have a plan in place, when something happens, you don't know what to do. You have to figure it out on the fly. And so it's so important to make sure you have a plan in place when it comes to marriage, when it comes to conflict, when it comes to disagreements.
Wow, I love that. So again, if you guys have questions, please put the green hearts, because I might miss it if you don't do that. Here's a question. Monique says, share some tips for women over 50 that's desiring marriage after divorce. Great question, Monique. Thank you.
Thank you, Monique. My encouragement to you, and this is for everyone, this is one of the things I had to do. I had to step back and figure out who I was and what I wanted. Because if you don't know what you want, then you'll pretty much take anything.
Whoa!
You'll not know.
Whoa! So I like that.
When someone approaches you and you don't know what you don't want, and you know, I know a lot of people talk about the list. I wrote my list back in 96. It takes my husband to tell you. I wrote my list in 96, and I lived alone, and I did a lot of praying. And after I wrote my list, I said, Lord, are you going to send Jesus back for me? And the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said, if this is the type of person you want, this is the type of person you need to be. So I had to back up and say, wait a minute, because you are what you attract. If you attract the same type of person, you need to evaluate that and understand, why am I attracting this gold teeth pants sagging buster?
Not the gold teeth.
What is it about me that tells this person it is okay for him to come and approach me? Ooh. So something needs to change within me. It's called the law of attraction. What am I attracting?
That's right.
Because some people know not to even approach you with the foolishness.
That's right. Don't disturb my peace.
They know. They know. They already know. Don't. I even have friends, when they see someone else coming around me, they're like, "Oh, no, that's not going to work. Adinah's not going to have that."
Not today. Not today.
They know. I hear you. I will walk away from a person. You can't be in my space.
Mm-hmm. Coach Sherry said your kids are truly gifts from God. They are. Over 50 said, agreed, Sister Sherry. Charlene, hey Charlene. Perfect moments, but not perfect marriage. Listen, come on. True. Nothing is perfect. Come on, Coach Sherry. I told you my people don't play, okay? Yes. Again, if you guys have a question, please put a green heart. Absolutely. Okay. Great advice. Preach. Come on, over 50. She better preach, right?
Come on, over 50 and fabulous.
Okay, Coach Sherry, I love you, sissy. Thank you for stopping over. I appreciate you. We're not going to be here much longer. I just want to go through these here. Over 50 said, child got me sitting up, leaning forward. Listen, I believe if you don't love yourself first, and really it's the saying of you can't pour from an empty cup. If you don't love yourself first, how can you give love? You can't, because you're giving them all of you, but you didn't pour nothing into yourself.
Yeah.
So I believe that is super important. You know, I was a widow at a young age. And when I met my husband now, when I met him, I was like, look, I got God first, my daddy second, my kids third. And, you know, I'm already in mourning, and then you. So if you want to be fifth on the totem pole, you know, because you have to be honest. You have to be honest. Like, you know, I know some women, they have these men and they put their kids last. Ain't no way in the world.
No.
For me, it's no way. Listen, you will not come before them. And you have to understand that if you don't love you, if you don't teach people how to treat you, they're going to treat you any way they want. You know,
let me tell you my rule for that. My rule for that is whoever came first is the one that goes first. If the kids were here before the man, because see, people want to preach the Bible about that and saying that forsaking all others for that person, and I totally agree. It is forsaking all others for your spouse. However, if you brought those kids in the world, you knew you had those kids before you forsake all others for that spouse. That is talking in biblical times when there was leave your mother and father and cleave unto each other, not leave your mother and father or leave your ex-wife and them kids and cleave unto this new woman.
That's right.
So who came first should go first, in my opinion.
Charlene said, can you speak on marriage and finance? How to set up a great financial structure? Oh, come on, Charlene.
Charlene is trying to get she's trying to get a gift. She's trying to get a gift out the deal. As far as marriage and finance, that's very important. You have to be on the same page as far as marriage and finance. My husband likes to tell the story. I think he's here. I might get him to pop in for a second. He likes to tell the story that he's the finance guy. Maybe I should make him come up and tell the story. It's not going to be long, but maybe I should get him to tell about finances, because he's really into financial independence, which is why I was able to retire, because he's really into finance. I think you have to have a person that's on your same level, that's thinking like you, because if you don't, you'll have one person that overspends and another person that doesn't, is not on the same page. Before we got married, we pulled credit reports. Are you here?
No.
Oh, you're not home yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Bye. Yeah.
So I agree. You have to be on the same page.
Yeah, we pulled each other's credit report because I told him before I got married, I wanted a house. You have to remember, before there was Eve, Adam had a job. So therefore, there was a job to be had, I think. And just like right now, when I've told you my husband is working on some personal goals, I've had to step back and let him handle things. Babe, I'm sorry, I'm on a live. I thought you were here. Sorry about that, y'all. So yeah, you have to discuss those things. We pulled each other's credit report because I told him before we got married, I wanted a house. And so it was important for us to understand credit. And at that time, he had excellent credit. He could walk in the bank and get 10,000. If I walked in the bank, they would say, security. You talking about a 21-year-old man? Security. See, tripping. So at the time, I had no credit established. So no credit established is the same as bad credit, unfortunately. Yeah. So I thought because I paid cash for everything I thought because I paid cash for everything that I was in good standing when I
Mm-mm.
wasn't.
You gotta have. Yeah. When you go to buy big ticket items, they want to see a history of payments that you were paying and that you are a person that they can trust. Are you reliable? You know, they need to see that on paper. You know, true. Mother Earth said, I wasn't married, so my kids were first. He was their father, but he was mentally and verbally abusive. And I'm so sorry you went through that, Mother Earth. But I hope that you are doing much better now. Thank you, Deb, for stopping over, sis. I appreciate you. Charlene is laughing. Over 60% of divorce is due to finances. Listen, that's important. That's important. Yeah, I had to help my husband. He didn't even have credit, and I got his credit together. Girl, his credit was higher than mine. I was like, how your credit higher than mine? And I've been at credit for over so many years, you know, and I'm like, come on. But that's what happens. You know, I got him up to a really nice score, and then, you know, we got together, and, you know, like you said, you do have to be on the same page. So guys, we got one more giveaway, and then I'm going to be careful and just listen to the time for my guest. I know her husband is on the way. So we have a book that we are going to give away. You know me, I want to do a number, but I will let my guest tell me what she wants to do.
I don't know. I knew the color thing. You can do
Did you
another.
say your husband's name? I don't think you did. I think you just said my husband. Oh, I got one. How long has she been married? There we go.
Oh, that's a good one.
How long has my guest said she has been married? That's the question for a free book that she has written, guys. What is it? Her book is called Butterfly Blue, The Pain of Infertility and the Power of Forgiveness. It is on Amazon, but we're giving you one right here on Elevate with Verne. Don't forget to check out her podcast on Spotify, Butterfly Black Pearl / Black Pearls. Also, her YouTube channel, Nik and Adinah, right here on YouTube. All of this information is linked in the description of this video. Okay, don't say nothing yet.
I'm trying to see who say wait.
Okay, we got. Oh, hold on. I gotta go back.
Did I give it to you?
Come on, I keep clicking the button too fast.
Okay.
No, yeah, you gave it to me. We got 27 years. We got Monique said years. Listen, okay. Come on, y'all. Put a number in there. How many years did she say she was married? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Woo! Come on, y'all. Drop some numbers. We got 8 people in here. How many years did she say she was married?
Monique, you say Monique. Wait a minute. Monique said she said 27 and 24. I'm coughing. She said 27 and 24.
Yep. So Monique, you got a cash gift card, $10 cash app. You got the Mother's Day basket, and you got the book. Girl, you came in here to clean up. You was not playing. Mother Earth, you got 2 things. Listen, okay. Y'all is not playing. Y'all is not playing. Y'all know I love my number 8. That means newness. That means the beginning, a fresh start. And it is 8 people in here. So before we go, I'm just going to let my guest have a few minutes to say what she wants to say. Please follow her on all of her platforms. All of her information is in the description. And then I'm going to come back, y'all, and we're going to be out. We should be out by 8:15 because it's 8:08. So I'm going to give her a few minutes and let her say what she wants. And when she's ready, just go like this and I'll come back up. Okay. There you go.
Thank you so much for having me. And as she mentioned, all of my platforms are out there. And I just always want to encourage women. I think as women, so often we don't understand the power of our voice. We don't understand the power that we have. And it's so important. If you look at the beginning, we've talked about the beginning in here a few times. Adam and Eve. Eve had the opportunity and the power to change the whole course of the world. And so if women understand their power and understand how to use their power, I think we will be so much in a better place. And, you know, oftentimes individuals, we want to get loud and we don't necessarily have to. And so it's so important that we understand what we can do, how we can do it, and how to support each other and everyone else. When Black women get together and we support each other, I mean, if you think about it, so often we have so many people on our back. We have so many people that we support, that we love. It's political, it's the jobs, it is everybody depends on us. And so often, if we don't take care of ourselves and do what's best for us first, then we don't have an opportunity to give to others. And so that's why we have the podcast Black Butterfly, Black Pearl, so we can encourage Black women and women, just not just Black women, but so we can encourage women to understand their worth and to live up to all the expectations that they have for themselves, and to not put yourself down. I think so important. Our self-talk is important as well. How we talk to ourselves. Sometimes we talk to ourselves so bad we wouldn't even talk to our best friend or anyone else like that. So we have to put all of that in check and channel the power that we have. So thank you for having me. I've enjoyed this. This has been an amazing time.
Thank you for coming on. I hope you will come back again and be our guest and chit chat with us. We loved you being here. I did just want to say to everyone here, please follow our guest. All of her information is in the description box, or you can hit me up if you need something and maybe you couldn't find it. Please follow her. We have to show love to one another. Follow everybody else in the chat. We have merch available. Y'all know I like to say my Vernisms. The link is in the description. Check out the merch. Also, guys, I want everyone to know we are having a women's empowerment networking event February 24th, baby. Please come on over and join us. It is going to be amazing. So there are two things you can do. You can either sponsor the event. There are 3 ways to sponsor. You can do a silver, gold, or platinum level. Depending on the level you choose, that is how long your video will be shown. It will be on all 4 of my monetized social media platforms up until the day of the event. The day of the event, when we are doing the event live, it will be one collective video of every sponsor. If you can't sponsor and you just want to donate, that link is also in the description of my Instagram live or the link tree here on YouTube. And you can become a attendee. It is only $24 to attend because this is 2024. You will not be amiss to be there. There are going to be 6 amazing speakers. Oh my goodness. We have Dr. Lanicia. We have Phenomenal Cosmetics, Tanja of Phenomenal Cosmetics. We have Deb the counselor who was just here. We have Kim of Butterfly Thoughts. We have my girl Sharon Gehring, and then you have me, your host, Elevate with Verne. So you do not want to miss it. Get up in this Women's Empowerment Networking event. There are women here that you need to connect to. Like, all of them are awesome alone, but together, baby, we are the firecracker. And y'all know what I say about the firecracker. You might see it and think, oh, that firecracker is nothing but paper wrapped up in gunpowder with a stem. You can't do nothing with that. But baby, when you light us up, when God touches us with his anointing, when we are lit, baby, you can't touch us. So we are firecrackers, and don't let no one tell you you're not. Okay, y'all. With that said, I'm going to play this song and we're going to be out. My guests, hold on one moment, please, and I'll be right with you guys. Listen to this song and then we'll be right back, y'all.
Elevate with Verne.
Heighten, rise, voice, promote, upgrade,
Elevate,
lift, transcend, uplift, jump,
elevate,
raise, glorify, pedestal, honor.
elevate.
We gon' elevate and motivate, inspire to be great. Yesterday is yesterday, today is a new day. So if each one can teach one, we can all make a way. Elevate, elevate, elevate and learn. Elevate, elevate, elevate with Verne.
All right, y'all. I want y'all to have an amazing weekend. Remember, tomorrow is the first day of a new month of the new year. We're still in the first quarter. Be kind to one another. Make sure you are paying it forward. That is super important. And go out there and spread love and spread light. Bye, y'all. Have an amazing evening, everybody. My guests, hold on one moment. Thank y'all.